Now, I know you want to see the doctor, but this is something I can take care of myself. Come on in, honey. Sit down. I'll take care of you in a minute.
But the doctor told me to wait to see him because this is a bad cut.
I can take care of it. Now, you come sit down right over here. I'll have you fixed up good as new in no time.
Okay, Mr. Duffy, I'll see you sometime next week.
Doctor, you forgot to sign this.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Chesterfield Free Clinic.
Okay, there you go, Mrs. Jennings. And I'm sorry to keep you waiting. Now listen, Ione will give you the instruction sheet on that arm. It basically tells you everything I've already said, but it's nice to have as a reminder.
Okay.
Go on over there, she'll take care of you. Oh, hey, stranger.
Ah, looks like I got here just in time.
Everything all right over at the hospital?
The hospital and every place else.
Oh, really? Well, it sounds like somebody's having a good day.
It can be a great day. Ben, I've made up my mind to go see Kate this afternoon.
Good for you. Have you got a meeting set or what?
You know, it's funny. People always tell me what a great bedside manner I have. And down here, we deal with people from all walks of life. But when it came down to how to approach Kate, all I could come up with was the element of surprise.
You mean kind of like a surprise birthday party?
Lord, I hope not. Do you think I could pull this off? Well, maybe it was the wrong idea after all.
No, hold on, wait a minute. I think it's a great idea. Now, no doubts, okay?
Well, it seemed like the right decision.
Well, it is. I promise you it is, and you're going to be just fine.
Well, I hope so. Even if it's a disaster, at least I'll have done something. I mean, look at Stacy, right? If she hadn't taken a chance and reached out to me, and well, that worked, didn't it?
Exactly.
Oh, praise God. That was the Kingsley Medical Supply. Our supplies will be here this afternoon, and they're sorry for the delay. Hello, Dr. Phillips.
Oh,
I'm glad to hear that. Ione, now would you discharge Mr. Duffy and make sure he gets one of those sheets on sprains?
Oh, certainly.
Hey, do you think we can take a minute and talk?
Sure, why not? I don't think there's anything here that can't wait. Let's go into 3. Lucille, you got everything under control here?
Oh, it's just a little major surgery.
Okay, holler if you need any help.
I've already put a call into the Mayo Clinic.
Oh, what?
Oh, okay. What is this, a strategy session? You need an opening line? Let's see what we can come up with.
Well, actually, I want to talk about you.
Me?
Well, maybe talk about your situation with Laurie would be a better way to put it. I saw Terry at the hospital. She told me you're going to be a father.
Aren't you going to offer me your congratulations?
Well, they're certainly in order. I only wish that circumstances were such that they could be more happily accepted.
Yeah. You know, I promised myself I was not going to let Laurie's foolishness get to me, but it hasn't worked.
Did Dr. Dietrichson say anything about the mental block of this baby?
Oh, he's as baffled by her reaction as we are. I mean, I can understand why she thinks she was raped that night. But to keep insisting that the baby isn't mine, even when confronted with the medical evidence, well, Dave, Well, Dr. Dietrichson doesn't know how long it's going to take Laurie to face reality.
Did he say anything about her trying to,
Trying to what?
Well, never mind. It's just something that Terry and I were talking about at the hospital. I'm sure she'll mention it to you later.
No, I don't want to hear about it later. I want to hear about it now. Did he say anything about what?
For whatever reason, she's rejecting the baby. She's being irrational. I've seen a lot of that, Ben.
At the abortion clinic.
Yeah.
That thought's crossed my mind, too. But she wouldn't do that, Dave. She couldn't. I don't know, maybe I ought to call Dr. Dietrichson and at least discuss that possibility with him.
You haven't
lost your touch, Mom.
Well, that's good to hear.
Everything was excellent. Thank you.
My pleasure. Sorry I wasn't here last night when you dropped by.
Oh, me too.
Oh, what did your sister do last night?
It was crazy. She was entertaining Gil, and I was obviously intruding. But she insisted I come in, and then she tried to get me to stay.
Sounds like trouble in paradise.
Exactly, which is why I left as soon as I could.
Also sounds like Amber is on the defensive again, doesn't it?
Classic behavior.
Gil must have hit a raw nerve.
They seem pretty serious, don't they?
Amber and Sirius, according to a relationship, are two words that will never be used together.
Let me rephrase that. According to my reporter's instinct, he's serious, or would like to be.
Interesting. That would account for what you walked into last night. My instinct is telling me that being serious about a relationship is new territory for Gil, too.
Then this should be fun to watch.
Oh.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, what are you doing here?
Well, the last time I checked, I think my name was still on the lease.
Oh, you. You know what I mean.
Actually, I'm getting a jump on the weekend. Gil's invited me to spend some time with him at his cabin in the mountains.
Really?
Yes, really. Why so amazed?
Well, after last night, I just...
Things change.
And rather quickly. Who'd you get the flowers from?
Actually, I don't know that they're for me. I ran into the boy in the hallway, and he just said Phillips.
Oh, that narrows it down to 3 of us.
Well, 2 anyway. Here, open them.
Here. Oh, roses.
Oh, my. Oh. Looks like 24 of them.
Is there a card?
Here, let's see. Thinking of you. The one who loves you.
Well, that counts me out. Must be from Lee.
Lee. Why?
Mother, read the card again.
Are you sure they couldn't be from Gil?
With that message, I hope not.
This just isn't like Lee.
I know who it is like.
Who?
Daddy?
I hate to interrupt your little nap, but we have business to discuss.
Nancy,
Oh, I'm impressed you remembered my name.
we have business?
Yes, more or less.
Well, would it be better if we went up to my office and
No,
talked?
this is just fine. Are you going to drink that?
What? Oh, no, I don't think so. Would you like it?
Yes, thank you. Well, you did it, Terry. You won. I'm out. Round 112 goes to you.
Nancy, why do you always think of things in terms of battles?
Because that's what my life is, thanks to people like you. One big battle to survive.
Okay, Nancy, have it your way. What do you want?
I took the last thing I legally could out of Mother's house yesterday.
Oh,
Oh, is that all you're going to say?
no, I could add it's about time, or I hope that you didn't touch anything that didn't belong to you.
Oh, which would be much more keeping in character, wouldn't it?
Is this the business you wanted to talk
Yes,
about?
partially it is. You know, when I came out of Mother's house yesterday, it all came back
No,
to me. I
Nancy,
thought-
not
yes,
today.
Yes, Terry, right now, in fact, today.
I have heard the list before, and not only is it ineffective, but it is boring. Now, please excuse me.
No, you are not going to walk away from me when I'm trying to talk to you.
Mrs. Davidson, I've been looking for you everywhere. This new rotation for the OR is totally unacceptable.
Mr. Lewis, do you think
Look,
maybe we
we
could
are trying to
discuss this?
discuss something. Do you mind?
This is official hospital
Well,
business.
I do not care if it's a direct order from the president. Will you get lost?
I know you, don't I?
I certainly hope not.
Mr. Lewis, you remember my sister, Nancy Lawson?
Oh, yes, of course. You owe us a great deal of money. We discussed it one day in my office.
Is that you? You know, I didn't even recognize you. You have really changed. You know, I have often said what a charming man you are. And I just didn't even recognize you. You look so much younger. Now, what's your secret? Are you dieting or is there special exercise?
Hard work. I try not to let things get by me. You owe this hospital $20,000, Miss Lawson, and according to our records, you've made no effort to pay it.
Is that so impossible? Daddy's still in love with you.
I've heard about all of this conversation. I care to hear.
It's possible, dear, but not very likely.
You're not going to stop, are you, Stacy? You're going to continue to force this little fantasy of yours on us. Well, you're a reporter. You like to deal with the facts. Try these facts. All your hints, all your suggestions, all your outright pleading has not gotten Mother one step closer to that man. Don't you think you should be drawing some conclusions from that?
I can't help it, Mom. It's something I want so badly. Before I came over last night, I had dinner with Gene Redlin and his family. It's been so long since I've been part of something like that. Is it wrong for me to want to have a family like that for us two?
To want it, no. But you can't force these things, dear. They have to happen on their own if they're meant to be.
But you're not making any effort to let it happen.
You can expect me to do only what I'm comfortable with.
Do you think I was comfortable before I went to see Dad for the first time?
All right. You can only expect me to do what I want to do. The fact is, I have no desire to see your father. No desire whatsoever.
Actually, I'm not the one you should be talking to about money, Mr. Lewis.
That is your name on the bill, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, then you're responsible.
Well, what about the people who have helped put me in this economic situation? I mean, shouldn't they be responsible? Especially since those people have made it impossible for me to pay my bills.
That is of no concern to this hospital.
Well, do you know it should be, especially since this hospital employs some of them?
Nancy, don't embarrass yourself.
You're the one who should be embarrassed here, Terry.
Believe me, I am.
Yeah, well, good. Do you know this woman and her mother have done everything they possibly could to take anything that's been important to me away from me in my life? Do you know the house that I only had, the only thing that I had legally mine, and they've taken it already?
Excuse me, please.
But you can't go. I have to talk to you.
Mr. Lewis, I cannot stand here and put up with that any longer.
This is all very interesting, Miss Lawson, but it is immaterial. Now, you will either set up a payment schedule with the business office, or you will suffer the consequences.
You'll get your lousy money, okay?
You have a very interesting family.
I do, don't I?
Of course, I don't suppose anything she said had any truth in it.
Well, there rarely is.
Well, now, we must try to avoid having these embarrassing little family scenes out in public areas like this. Now, about the operating room schedule. The way I see it, you can get by with 3 less nurses and still be adequately staffed. You must remember that we have to exercise strict economy in order that our government grants may not be taken away from us.
Hello, Gil.
Hi. Is Amber ready?
Depends. What'd you have in mind?
Real cute, Stacy. Hi, Kate.
Hello, Gil.
Any special reason for the gathering of the clan?
Oh, just family devotion.
I was really surprised to hear about your plans for this weekend. After my brief visit last night, it seemed more likely that you and my sister wouldn't be seeing each other at all.
Well, you know how it is. Women find it hard to say no to me.
Really? Well, isn't that interesting that what some women find difficult to do, others can do with amazing ease?
Of course, those women would never be asked in the first place.
Oh, of course not. But then again, a bully never picks a fight with someone who has even a remote chance of beating him, does it?
Gil? Hi.
Hi. Well, the sooner you're ready, the sooner we can leave.
I'm trying. Mother, could you help me with something?
Oh, of course. I might as well perform what few maternal functions I'm asked to while I'm still here.
Why? Are you going someplace?
Well, as a matter of fact, yes. You know, I've been looking for a place of my own. Now, tell me, what is it you want me to help you with?
Wait a minute. Have you found someplace? Mother, you know I want you to stay here.
Oh, yes, I know, dear. I'll explain it all to you. Come along. This young man is waiting. Come along.
Mother?
I'll bet Amber could use your help too, Stacy.
Do you think so?
Oh, yeah.
Well, if she asks me, I'll give it to her. There's nothing like intruding where you're not needed, is there?
Or wanted.
True. So, what exactly will you and Amber be doing this weekend?
Oh, we'll probably make non-stop passionate love the whole time.
Really?
That is what you wanted to hear, isn't it, Stacy?
Let's say it's no more than I expected from you.
What's your beef with me, anyway?
Oh, not much, really. You might try being civil occasionally. As far as I know, I haven't done anything to deserve your rudeness, yet that's all I've gotten from you since the very first time we've met. Or do you only save your charm for those from whom you want something?
I need you to fill this out on both sides since you haven't been here before. And here's a pen, and you just take this and have a seat.
Well, that's it. Everything's checked in.
Oh, those supplies didn't come a minute too soon, did they? Oh, praise the Lord.
Well, Kingsley Medical Center didn't do too bad either. You know they gave us half this stuff at cost.
By any chance, is Dave still here?
No, I'm sorry. He left 15 minutes ago.
Lucille, I'm gonna need your help. I'm gonna admit Mr. Rose. Now, he was in St. Peter's Emergency sometime last month. I want you to get them on the phone, find out if they did any sort of blood work. I want any and all test results as soon as possible. Ione, I want you to call Kingsley General, find out what the bed situation is. I really don't want to admit him anywhere else. Now, if it looks like there's going to be a problem, get Dr. Reed on the phone. I'll come out and talk to him.
Will do. Well, Miss Lawson, what can we do for you today?
I'm here to see Dr. Phillips, of course.
So silly of me to ask. He isn't here.
Well, where is he?
Out.
Well, look, this is very important.
The kind of business that you're here on isn't the least bit important.
I resent the implication of a remark like that. You know, I'm an established patient here of Dr. Phillips, and I
It's
know...
also established that the last time you were here, you refused treatment because you didn't agree with the diagnosis.
What is going on? Nancy, what is it now?
She wants to see Dr. Phillips.
Well, he isn't here.
No kidding.
Is there something I can help you with?
No, because you're not my doctor.
Well, at a free clinic, patients see whichever doctor is available.
I think Dr. Phillips is considerably more available, Dr. Martin.
I think I'm beginning to understand the situation.
Well, look, is he going to be here tomorrow?
Yeah, he should be.
Fine. I'll come back then.
Oh, Miss Lawson, for the record, Dr. Phillips is seeing his wife this afternoon. He's hoping that they can get back together again.
Subtle, isn't she?
Lee, is it...
No. Just relax. I'm early.
By nearly 2 hours.
It's my compliment to you. You see, I found the prospect of coming over here much more appealing than the cultivating support at the club. Because, you know, in politics, certain things take a definite backseat.
Certain things?
Definitely. Isn't that lovely? You should always carry one of these.
Oh, wouldn't I make quite an impression in the supermarket and the gas station?
Oh, you don't go to mundane places like that.
Sorry to shatter your illusions. Sit down.
Thank you.
Would you like something to drink?
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Don't tell me I have competition.
Would it bother you if you did?
What, an old warhorse like me? You bet I would. No, actually, it would just make the victory that much sweeter.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but the roses belong to Amber.
Well, I think I can live with a slight.
I had a feeling you could.
You know something? I think coming over here this afternoon is one of the best decisions I've made in a long, long time.
Well, you won't get any arguments from me.
That's good, because resistance just makes me fight all that much harder. Matisse. Well, beautiful.
Thank you very much. Don't look so bad yourself.
Well, I try. You know, seeing these roses made me realize something.
Oh?
It was very foolish of me to assume that I had you all to myself. Somebody like you, the competition is bound to be very stiff, and I've got to start acting accordingly.
You already do.
Shall we? I don't suppose there's a back way out of here.
I'm afraid not. I'm sure it's nothing important.